field position in American sports feels the pressure or the weight on their shoulders like a quarterback. Hopes and dreams of an entire fan base of teams ride on whether their signal caller can lead them to glory. And boy, what a matchup of two elite dudes we have in this one. Texas A&M about to put it away to start this game. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So the South Carolina Gamecocks offense will go to work first. So the last time these two got together, the nails were chewed down to the cuticles. It was a barn burner. Think we get another one of those, Jesse?
I certainly hope so, Reese. And I know that mental toughness is very cliche in all of sports, especially college football. And, David, it's something that coaches are always harping on. But this is one of those games, the team that's most mentally tough at the end, they probably win.
Especially in rivalry games, especially in big moments, especially when there's more to it than just a game. So I think that this is something that who can focus, who can stay disciplined, who can stay tough and keep and block out all the noise.
And this center downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. He stopped, not much on the return, but a whole lot in getting the football. Offense working from the pistol. Quarterback may change this route. Looking to throw, it's Kendricks. Buys a little time with his feet. He'll try to do it. Breaks into the open. They run him out of bounds after a gargantuan gain on the play. They've got this defense reeling after that last play. Now it's 1st and 10 inside the 15. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Reels it in the end zone. Touchdown, Texas A&M. And it feels good to land that first big punch against a rival, doesn't it?
No doubt. In a game like this, too, you just want to be executing at a high level early. So, David, that's got to feel great getting on the board first.
And settles everyone down. All the nerves, all the emotion of this rivalry game. Now everybody can kind of settle in because you know you already got a touchdown on the board.
South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. Finding themselves down 7-0. They'd love to get a drive going here. They'll start this drive going to the air, using the quick game. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a 1st down.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
And the defense gets home. Yippee-ki-yay at 35.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked 1 time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
Off the play fake. Fires to the wideout. Oh, he had it, and he dropped it. Almost one of those big plays he's known for. It'll be 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. High coverage and an incomplete pass. The defense knocks it away and forces a 4th down. The Gamecocks line up to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Gets the first one of the day out of there. He ought to be fresh. They only used him twice in that victory last week. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. The Texas A&M offense goes back to work. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. To the air, it's Kendricks. He's got him. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a 1st down at the 37.
When you play zone coverage and you got a wide receiver that's a beast, it becomes very, very difficult. I got to make sure I play physical and maybe even shade the side of the wide receiver having a lot of success.
Finds his man. It's Thomas. And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down. New set of downs after the completion. To the air on first down. Buys a little time. Trying to escape. There he goes. And this is why a mobile quarterback is a defensive coordinator's worst nightmare. He has just been running wild all day. Texas A&M back to work with another first down. They'll try the run. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. He'll run it again. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Aggie! Precision blocking up front. Created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Well, this offense knew coming into this game they wanted to try to attack the middle of the field in the passing game, and they're able to execute the in route there.
Quick completion to the right. Still on his feet at the 45. He gets it to the 31-yard line. A big play for this offense.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. On 1st and 10, trying to strike from the 15. They're going to ride this running back. This time, there is no running room to be found if this defense wasn't going to get hit with a big run twice in a row.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Quickly complete. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. The 12th man putting a stamp on this game right now and bringing it on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, they're after him. Oh, and he took a shot as he threw that one away. Now on fourth down, they'll send out the field goal unit. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. That is no good. And after the miss, it's still a 14-point game.
Well, everybody in the stadium thought that was an automatic 3. Not so fast. Bad miss by the kicker.
Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. They put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going, and now right back to work. The offense changing the play. A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start.
False start offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. To the ground with the back.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
Line getting set on second down. Looking downfield, it's Kendricks. Quickly out to the tight end. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking down the middle. It's picked off, and that's number 10. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play.
Well, everything was going so well for this team early here in this game, and now all of a sudden they get a critical mistake. And you know how college football, David, is about momentum. What is their defense going to be able to do here now when they take the field?
You're right, man. The momentum swings so fast, and now this defense's job is to go out and stop it, right? Like, we made a mistake, you huddle the guys up, sudden change, be aware they might take a shot down the field, but let's grab the momentum right now.
It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Going with the ground game left. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down.
And you know what? The best 3rd down offense is don't get the 3rd down. Really good job by the offense running the football. You could tell the defense got caught a little bit off guard, got a nice gain, popped one, got a first down. Who needs 3rd downs if you can just pound it down their throat on 2nd down?
And they can't punch it in with a first down run, and the defense has one stop. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Trying to punch it in. He is going nowhere. This defense is manhandling this running game on the last couple of snaps. They'll run it here on 3rd and goal. There is just nowhere to run. 3 straight times and not one single inch forward on any of them. Texas A&M has the lead at the end of the quarter. They largely dominated this first quarter as indicated by the stats. And the field goal unit is on the field. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. Absolutely center cut. Are forced to settle for 3. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Hey guys, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the SEC. Ole Miss looks like an old punching bag out there today, and any way you slice it, this fan base, heck, this coaching staff just didn't expect that. They're trailing by 14 to Arkansas. Week in and week out in the SEC, it's a battle of attrition, and if anything big changes, you'll hear about it here.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Offense has it at the 28 on 1st down. The give. Got the first down and still on his feet. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line.
Really good-looking run there. This guy reminds me a little bit of an old Texas A&M Aggie great, Leland McElroy. He was so dangerous in space. It was so difficult to bring down to the ground. All 11 guys on defense had to rally to the football. This guy has a little bit of that, too. If they can find more creative ways to get this guy out in the open field, watch out, because he's a home run waiting to happen.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Looking for a man. It's Kendricks. Throws to the wideout. Got his man downfield. And this offense is feeling it as they rip off a big chunk of yardage, and they got it on the 22. A&M comes back out with another first down. Looking downfield on 1st down. Makes the grab.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
Pocket breaking down. He just tossed that one out of bounds. You avoid the sack. You avoid the turnover. You've got more plays here on 3rd down. We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5. He wants to throw it again. Finds us back in the middle. They get him down with this offense to set up first and goal from the 9.
Defenses are put in such a tough spot when offenses get in 3rd and short because the whole playbook is open and they go with the pass. I love it. They sneak the pass in there. Nice success. Great job by the quarterback getting rid of the football, getting the first down, now set up first and goal.
And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down, second down coming. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. They'll run the screen. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch. Well, they've gotten it down to the 3, but now it's 3rd and goal. Trying to bully their way in. They were all over him. Nowhere to go as that 3rd down play turned into a disaster. I see a look of disappointment from this kicker, but that offense is happy. They'll stay out there and go for it. 4th and goal from the 4. Wants to throw. It's Kendricks. Complete and looking for enough for the first down. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Aggie. They've extended the lead and taken control here in week 9. And the extra point makes it a 21-3 lead.
And that's why this running back is so dangerous. It's not just handing him off the football, but he's a weapon in the passing game. You see his ability to catch it, turn upfield, make people miss, and find the end zone.
He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. This is a huge drive for this offense. Down 21-3 and needing to get back in the game. Starts the drive, trying to go up top. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
I know it's early in this game, but, man, this defense has had their number. They've done a great job, already built a huge lead, now getting this offense in a situation where they got to pass the football, and they better protect their quarterback better than they are right now.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line. And the Gamecocks will punt this one away. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. The punt team makes its way onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll field the punt. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. And he has a solid game before the defense bottles him up. Texas A&M going up tempo. They'll run play action. Pressure coming. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he'll have to turn it loose deep. He'll take a shot. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense considering where this drive started, in their opponent territory. Now you're at 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
On 4th down, they're taking to the air. Hit as he throws, and the ball goes right to the ground, incomplete.
Great coverage on that 4th down play. Nice job blanketing the receiver out wide. The defense, you could tell, they knew they were going for it. They had a game plan. They get the big stop and turn it over to their offense.
Wants to throw on 1st down. Finds his tight end. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. No huddle here for the offense. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Sets up the screen. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it. Now facing a 3rd and long. Gets the back moving. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. He makes the catch. They get him down at the 36. It will be a first down. The Gamecocks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. On target over the middle. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They have been stagnant on offense, but finally a little forward movement as they've got a 1st and 10. He'll do it himself. Up, headed to the end zone. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Gamecocks!
And that touchdown is so big for this offense, right? Because here at the end of the half, you're just trying to find positives you can build upon in the second half. And right when it was looking like this game was starting to get away from them, they're able to execute and score, and that's going to help their confidence.
On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. They've got time, they've got the lead, and David, it's sort of like a doctor. First, do no harm.
Do no harm, but also momentum is hard to create and sometimes hard to stop. You have it, so Jesse, don't do anything stupid to create some momentum for the other side.
I think a lot of this comes down to your quarterback and whether or not he's making good decisions in this game. If yes, be aggressive. If not, let's just take the lead into halftime and get ready for the second half.
The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. They've done a really good job creating the matchups they want out of the slot.
Yeah, dude, get that guy matched up on a linebacker. That guy matched up on a safety. Keep him away from the corners by putting him in the slot. Get him the football. Let him make plays.
Here's a heat. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Quick pass to the left, trying to get it to the marker. He stopped a little bit short. They'll mark it at the 38. It's 4th down. And the Gamecocks will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Texas A&M has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. They go to work in the 3rd quarter with the lead, but they have had a little trouble keeping their quarterback upright.
Yeah, and you have the lead, you're positive, but the offensive line coach is definitely going to be upset. And the offensive coordinator, listen, I don't want my guy getting touched. He's being productive, but give him some more time here in the second half.
I think you can do that, too, offensively, by maybe leaving your tight end in to help block, maybe chipping with running backs to help these tackles out on the edge, because you're right. That pocket has been shaky, and if it continues to be that way in the second half, this could be a much different looking football game.
They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Knocked down in the backfield, and that'll bring up 4th down. And the offense will stay on the field. Do you think they're just going to try to make the defense jump? Wants to adjust the pattern. On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. What an unfortunate penalty there. They thought they'd converted the 4th down. Instead, they'll have to try it again. The Aggies send out the punt team to kick it away. First time today we've seen a punter go to work. He'll call for the fair catch here. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. That was a big stop by the defense. Now to see if they can take advantage and draw a little closer in this game as we're starting to get late. Fires it incomplete.
You can sense the frustration building on the field and on the sideline for this team because on paper, they're the better team. From a player standpoint, from a record standpoint, things just not going their way in this game, and someone's going to have to step up and make a play to turn this thing around.
And a great job by the defense, seeing it right away, reacting to the screen, going and getting the football, and getting the fast playmaker on the ground.
The 12th man more than standing at the He lobs one high down the left side. Grabs it inside the 15. Touchdown, Gamecocks. A Lazarus-like comeback is underway.
Man, oh man, when you got a weapon like that, you got to find him and you got to give him the ball in space. You have some plays on your play sheet, and some of them just say, that guy, get him the ball, let him do the rest. Dangerous weapon out of the backfield, catching the football, making the big play.
On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Out to the 32-yard line before he goes out of bounds, and that's the way to give a little start to the drive. They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. Give to the running back. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Makes the grab on third. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36. The Aggies come to the line with a new set of downs. Running back searching for a hole. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
That's a really good stop by the defense, Jesse. They need a few more. You've given up a bunch of yards on this drive and a bunch of plays, but all that matters is keeping them off the scoreboard.
Yeah, it's that bend, don't break mentality you're seeing right now, and this is the point where this defense has just got to lock in.
He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage.
Well, you love to see that from the defense, right? It's like bend, don't break. They've given up a bunch of plays on this drive, but now that they're getting down close to field goal range, you're seeing them start to stiffen up there.
Yeah, and plays don't matter anymore. Yards don't matter. All that matters with these defenses nowadays is points and limiting them.
He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain.
Ooh, and that's a nice sigh of relief for the defense, too, right? There was a broken tackle. The guy made it look like he was going to pick up the first, but because of great effort defensively, they were able to get the stop, and now they're setting up fourth down.
With the catch, it's Thomas. Turning it off! And they finally get him stopped, but it's a big throw and catch, and he's down at the 5.
That's an awesome effort by the receiver there because he didn't have the first down once he caught the pass. He had to be able to make a guy miss, and with his athleticism and skill, he's able to do that, and as a result, fresh set of downs for the offense.
They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal.
This little third to mid-range. You got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
They got mauled on the last play. Do they have anything that'll work on 3rd and goal from the 2? Trying to pound it in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Aggies. They just took the air out of that thing. That might be an understatement. They took the ball away and just wore down, just grinded away at that defense.
It took a lot of time off the clock in the process as well. I'm impressed with the physicality up front of this offense because that's where it all starts. If you're going to march the ball down the field like they just did, you've got to be dominating in the trenches, and they aren't doing that in this game right now.
South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. There's certainly still a hill to climb, but they've got to make sure these drives pay off. Got a touchdown last time. Can they back it up here?
Well, and it's amazing in a football game how sometimes they'll surprise you with what you do. Once you get settled and you realize what's going on, now I'm comfortable with it. Jesse, this offense looked comfortable on this last drive.
They sure did. It looked like they started to find some momentum. So now it's on this defense to stop that, all right? You're a little bit upset based on what just happened the previous drive. You've got to bow up again and go back to what was working earlier in this game.
We've reached the break, and Texas A&M leads it. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this third down play. From the gun, wants to pass. Under fire. Got a man. It's battle. He'll be brought down at about the 18-yard line. Not enough to move the sticks.
Well, the defense needs one more stop. They did a nice job not giving up a first down that last one, but with the lead late like this, one more stop, and they're going to win this game.
On fourth down, they'll throw for it. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game. So the Texas A&M offense returns to the field. They unleashed an aerial assault last time and took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You've put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills.
And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
Those play-action passes take a little bit longer to develop, right? Because you still have the fake, and then the quarterback turns his back to the defense, has to reset. You got to protect him a little bit better than that, or the fake's got to be a lot better.
On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. They wrestle him down at the 16-yard line. A third down stop now to see what they do on fourth down. This offense believes you are given 4 downs for a reason. You've got to use all of them. 2 for 3 so far today. On fourth down, they'll pass for it. Quick strike complete. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's first and goal from the 8. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. Makes the grab. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Texas A&M. As they push that lead out, a really good opportunity to get back in the win column.
And a lot of times late in football games, you'll see offenses get really, really conservative with the lead. I like how this offense didn't go against the clock. They stayed within themselves. They stayed true to who they were. And now, big-time advantage, big-time lead, up by 17 in the fourth quarter.
And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. It looks as if this game is going to be one to just drag to the recycle bin, but the idea now is to finish strong and just take whatever happens in the rankings next week. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. The Gamecocks want to crank the tempo.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
He gets across the 25, steered out of bounds at the 26. They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on third and long from the 26. From the gun, wants to pass. Chunked it away just as he was hit. And they fail to hook up on third down.
And this is is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode, and what is that? The defense knows that. Like, they're pinning their ears back. They're coming after the quarterback, and you've already struggled protecting your guy today and creating those explosive plays. This offense is going to have to buckle up and really protect their guy up front.
They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Quarterback making checks. Dropping back, it's Kendricks. Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted.
Well, the defense isn't quitting. They're obviously down big here in the fourth quarter with just a little bit of time left. Obviously, it'll take a Herculean effort to come back, but could that interception be the spark that ignites this team?
That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
This defense better not blink. I know they've got a lead here in the fourth quarter, but just look at who they're going against. This quarterback is one of the best in the nation. They cannot rest on their laurels. Someone's going to have to make a play.
Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38.
Hey, down in the fourth quarter, you better have a dude at the quarterback spot. They do, and they're going to trust him, and he's going to have to continue to deliver like this.
Grabs it inside the 10, and he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, South Carolina.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. They're going to go right back to him on first down. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Breaks into the open. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Aggies will snap it on 1st and 10. On the run, it's Coffee. And he'll finish the run at the end zone. Touchdown, Aggie! They push out that lead a bit and draw much closer to a win here in Week 9. And that extra point is a big one as they now have a 3-possession, 17-point lead in the fourth. He'll bring it out. It's good. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. They took advantage of outstanding field position the last time they had it, and now they'll have a little more work to do to get on the board. Motion from the back. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Working that left side now. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. Running backs on either side of the quarterback. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. Last completion got them a first down. Let's see what they do now. Leaves it with the running back. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. Second down, he'll throw it. Fires to the wideout. He put it out there for him, and the senior gave him a chance, but they couldn't make the connection. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And the throw out to the sideline, good for a few.
And listen, everything is four-down territory at this point when you're trailing by this much late in the game. So it's okay you didn't get the first down there, but now the pressure's on to convert this. Otherwise, it's ball game.
Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And make the catch, and the defense will force the turnover on down. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. Firmly in control of this game. We'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory.
Everybody on offense here should feel really...
There he goes. Good pickup, but a little bit short of the sticks. The Aggies with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Looking to throw, it's Kendricks. It'll be third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his man. It's Thomas. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. So the offense is going to go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And this will fall incomplete, and they'll turn it over on downs.
It is what it is. There's no pressure. This game's over. You're up by a ton of points. They're not going to come back here in the fourth quarter. So you're just trying to put up more stats. And listen, stats count. Like, we all count our stats. At the end of the season, we look up, you got 1,000 yards receiving. Like, all these plays still matter.
The offense will quickly use a timeout.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
And the Gamecocks with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Second down, they'll go to the air. Right through his hands and incomplete, and he'll want that one back. It'll be third down. That last incomplete pass has him staring at a 3rd and 3. On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. They're throwing for it on fourth down. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT, finally the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they just closed the door on this one.
Well, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game? The defense coming up with a big moment. Yes, obvious passing situation. You know they're going to throw it. The big INT, and that might seal their fate.
Back to throw, it's Kendricks. And it's incomplete, but the penalty flag has fallen in the holding zone. Let's see what the call is.
Holding. Offense.
Well, when your quarterback has already been sacked 4 times, shouldn't be some big surprise if the O-line gets called for holding. From the gun, he'll try to throw. The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. To the air on second down. The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left. And after this play, the cake will be baked. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Touchdown, Aggie! And the stomping has commenced.
And they just keep piling on the points. We've seen in big moments in this game, they have been able to step up and deliver, particularly on offense. Very impressive performance.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. One more play to pad the stats. Looking to throw on first down. Bringing the heat. Had to get rid of it quickly. Ball's incomplete. They fought to the final whistle, but that's going to do it. A hostile environment can have a major impact on even the most composed, well-prepared team. So how much did the crowd play a factor in this upset?
Well, this is what makes college football so great, the home crowd and how they were able to impact this game. No doubt about it, David. They played a big factor.
And they're still jacked up, and they're still excited. They play a big factor, and it affects everything. College football, road atmospheres, they're tough. Even when the team isn't ranked like they weren't today, these are the types of moments that can jump up and bite you.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.